Hi. The other day, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, a good friend of mine. His name is Neil Smith. He's one of these guys that he's really insightful, and you can be having a conversation with him, and he will say something so impactful, and while you're still trying to recover from the impact of what he just said to you, he's already moved on to his next point. You know. So the other day we're talking and just about life, and he says this. He says, Angelo, the reason your plan A is suffocating is because your plan B is sucking all the air out the room. I said, whoa. No, he's over there talking about his next point, and I'm still trying to process it and get over what he just said. So I said, hold on a second, bring that thing back here. You just can't speak that kind of thing into my life and move on. Give me some more. So he says, okay, he says, the reason your plan A is suffocating is because your plan B is sucking all the air out the room. Whoa. He's right. He's right because you see what he was talking about, what Neil was talking about was this. If you're going to get anything out of life, if you're going to maximize what you're gaining from your dream, you're gaining from your commitment, you're gaining from being wherever you choose to go and doing whatever you choose to do, if you're going to maximize that, you've got to throw your whole self at it. You've got to throw your whole self at it. You can't go through life with a maybe attitude and expect to get anywhere. Right? You can't go through life and say, well, maybe this is going to work out for you. Maybe. You've got to have something about you that says must. You've got to have a must attitude. A lot of people right now going after their dreams, wondering why they're not getting anywhere, wondering why they're not moving forward, because you're going through life with your brakes on. You have this maybe approach to your dreams. If you keep taking a maybe approach to your dreams, you're going to wake up frustrated. You're going to wake up looking at everybody else around you, moving forward, doing things, and wondering why it's not working for you. All right? You're going to wake up bitter because you haven't figured it out. All right? You cannot move through life with a maybe attitude and expect to get anywhere. You have to have a must attitude. You've got to throw your whole self about whatever it is you're working on. You can't go through life with your brakes on. Period. Right? A lot of people go after their stuff. I mean, a lot of people are dedicated and they're inspired and they go after their dreams. But what they do is this. They know that there's some risk associated with this dream of theirs. There's some pain that could come if they fail, if they fall. So just in case they fall, they're doing three other things to make sure that fall is a soft fall. That landing is a soft landing, that they don't break anything. And those three things you're doing is called a plan B. It's called your plan B, and your plan B is killing you. It's the reason you're tired. It's the reason you're distracted. And it's the reason you can't throw your whole self into your dream because you're too busy feeding the insurance policy you took out against your dream. There's an old saying, and I remember the first time I heard it, I thought, what is this? What is this? Now I get it. I'm a believer now. It goes like this. It says, if you want to take the island, burn the boats. If you want to take the island, burn the boats. Because as long as those boats over there on shore, you can see them, your way back home, that's your ride back home. As long as that is over there, you're going to stand on the island and think about, well, this, I can't live here. This is uninhabitable. Is that a mosquito? Everything is going to freak you out. Everything is going to be strange to you. You won't see this place as home until the boats are burned. You're going to hear sounds in the bush and it's going to scare you. You're going to be frightened and thinking, what is that? Are those wild boars? Dear God, am I supposed to eat that? Am I supposed to eat that? You know, burn the boats and see what happens. When you burn the boats, you're going to be standing on the same island and you're going to be picking up sticks and stones and leaves because now this is home. Right? When you burn the boats, you're going to hear those same sounds and you won't be as scared anymore because you're not looking at a wild boar. You're looking at breakfast. Right? You're looking at bacon. All right, things happen when you burn your boats. When you burn your boats, you put yourself in a position to win. You put yourself in a position of must. This must work out. I must survive. Different scenario than maybe. All right, so you burn your boats, things are happening for you. And I'll tell you something else. The reason why a lot of relationships are not working out is because of that. All right, people have too many boats around their relationships these days. You think about it like this, right? You're in a relationship, okay? Say you're committed, okay? You've been doing at this, you've been going at this 3 years, all right? Great, but yours on Facebook keeping tabs on your plan B. You know where they went on vacation last month? You know what they had for dinner yesterday? You know what music they're listening to? You know how they feel right now. All right, how committed are you? You're keeping tabs on your plan B. You're on Twitter and Instagram, following and liking pictures and everything like that. But meanwhile, your relationship is kicking off smoke. There's some smoke coming out of the relationship, You can't smell that smoke because you're there thinking, well, hey, if this doesn't work out, I've got a plan B. All right, how committed are you? That's the reason why your boats are killing you. Burn the boats. All right, if you want to be committed in your relationship, burn the boat. Burn the boats of plan Bs. Cut all that stuff out and see what happens next. Talking to a young guy the other day, and he's not doing well in school. He's just not doing well in school, and he's not failing out yet, but he's not doing well, and he's not interested in applying himself at all. So I asked him why. Why? He says to me, "Well, listen, even if I fail, I'm young. I'm young. I have time to figure this thing out." And I just laugh, because I remember 18. Okay, I remember 18, and it went by fast. I was faster back then. I was faster. I had more hair back then. I could play ball, and I could recover like that. Now it takes me 3 days to recover from playing ball. These days, I look in the mirror and I see one too many gray hairs staring back at me. 18 goes by fast. So youth is not a reliable plan B. It's not a reliable boat. You have to burn that thing. All right? Because if you think you have time, you just wait. Okay? Time goes by like that. You wake up one day, you're 30 years old, and you're wondering what happened. All right? Where did all this thing go? Okay? So 18 isn't anything. Youth is not a good boat. Burn the thing. All right? So what I'm saying is this. The whole point of this whole thing is this. If you have got to be committed to doing whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you say you do, whatever it is you want to do, you want to dream about, you bring into your life. Be committed about the whole thing, and go after your stuff. All right, count the number of boats around your dreams, around your life, right, and see what's slowing you down. See what's keeping you away from the version of you can succeed, can win. All right. So get rid of some of your boats, right? What boats do you have in your life right now? You want to lose weight, you want to get a better body, but you don't want to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to train. All right, that's a boat. You say I'm not a morning person. That's your boat. Burn that thing. I've never met anybody who's a morning person, but I know a lot of people who wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to work out. All right, they're not morning people, but they're committed people. There's a difference. All right, you have a dream. You're gonna go after your stuff. But you start telling yourself, my idea is great. It's a great idea. I know it can work, but I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I don't have the money. I don't deserve to be here. You see, that's a boat you've got to burn, because if you can burn that boat, you're going to stand on that island and be able to take the island. You're going to be able to say, I deserve to be here. My idea is good. I'm smart. I'm worth it. I worked for this thing. I earned this thing. I earned my place here. I don't care what you say to me. I don't care what you say about me. I'm taking this island. This thing is mine. All right? Until you can burn your boats, you won't be able to say that. And if you want to get anything out of your dream, move forward, progress, grow, stretch, whatever it is you want to do, you won't be able to do it till you burn that boat. All right? So I hope this video is the fire you need to start burning some boats around your dreams, around your life, around your situations, around your relationships. All right? My name is Angelo, and I'm the Motivator. Thanks.